A massive fire swept through the Bhashantek Slum in Mirpur late Saturday night, reducing over 100 homes to ashes and leaving thousands of people homeless. The inferno, which spread rapidly due to the densely packed and flammable structures, prompted a large-scale emergency response from the fire service and civil defense. According to eyewitnesses, the fire began around 11 p.m. from one end of the slum, allegedly triggered by an electrical short circuit or a gas line leak. Within minutes, the flames engulfed the surrounding tin-roofed and bamboo-structured homes, forcing residents to flee with barely anything. "The fire spread so fast we didn't even have time to think. I just grabbed my children and ran," said Sumi Akhtar, a garment factory worker and resident of the slum. Another victim, Rahima Begum, sobbed as she recalled, "Everything is gone. Our clothes, food, even my grandson's school books. We have nothing left." At least 10 units from the fire service rushed to the scene and battled the blaze for several hours. The fire was brought under control around 1:30 a.m., but by then, most of the structures had been completely destroyed. Shamimul Islam, a senior official of the fire service and civil defense, said the tightly packed layout and flammable materials made the fire extremely difficult to contain. Water access was also limited, which added to the delay. Thankfully, no major casualties have been reported. Although no fatalities were confirmed as of Sunday morning, at least 5 individuals suffered minor burn injuries and were admitted to the burn unit of Dhaka Medical College Hospital. Initial assessments suggest that over 120 homes were destroyed, displacing hundreds of families and resulting in the loss of property worth several crores of taka, millions of BDT. A representative from the Dhaka North City Corporation, DNCC, stated, "We are setting up a temporary shelter and providing emergency relief, including dry food and drinking water. Further assessment is underway." While the exact cause of the fire has not been officially determined, authorities suspect it was the result of a faulty electrical line or a gas cylinder explosion, both common hazards in densely populated informal settlements. A probe committee has been formed by the fire service to investigate the incident and determine the source of the fire. The report is expected within the next few days. The Bhashantek Slum is home to thousands of low-income families, including day laborers, rickshaw pullers, and garment workers. The majority of the residents live hand-to-mouth, and the fire has left many of them without even the bare essentials. Mojibur, a rickshaw puller who lost everything, said, "We were already struggling with high prices. Now we have nowhere to go, nothing to eat, and no way to earn. It's like our life just vanished overnight." For many families, the slum was their only shelter. Now, dozens of families are huddled together under makeshift tents, waiting for relief. Including DNCC officials and members of parliament, visited the site and pledged support for the victims. Relief efforts began early Sunday, with dry food packets, water, and blankets being distributed. An emergency relief camp was set up near the site to house those who lost their homes. A member of parliament from the area assured the government is fully committed to helping these families. "We're working closely with the district administration to ensure quick rehabilitation and support from the Prime Minister's Relief and Welfare Fund." Several NGOs, charity organizations, and volunteer groups rushed to the scene to assist with immediate relief. They distributed food, water, clothing, and first aid supplies throughout the day. A volunteer from Dream Touch Foundation said, "We're here to support the affected families in any way we can. Many have lost everything. Our goal is to help them survive the first few days before long-term aid arrives." Social media platforms were also flooded with appeals for aid and calls for donations, as netizens expressed solidarity and shared information about how to help. This tragic incident has once again highlighted the vulnerability of slum dwellers in urban Bangladesh. Fires, floods, and other disasters frequently wreak havoc in such settlements, which lack proper infrastructure, fire safety protocols, or access to emergency services. Dr. Mehdi Hassan, professor of urban planning at Dhaka University, commented, "Informal settlements are prone to disasters due to overcrowding and poor building standards. What we need is a national strategy to ensure safe, affordable housing for low-income groups. Until then, tragedies like this will keep repeating." The atmosphere in Bhashantek on Sunday morning was one of heartbreak and uncertainty. Charred remains of homes, twisted tin sheets, and ashes lay strewn across the ground. Children clung to their parents, some still in shock, others crying for lost toys and school books. Despite the despair, acts of kindness and solidarity were visible everywhere, from neighbors sharing the last bit of food to volunteers offering warm clothes and comforting words. For many, it is these gestures that are helping them survive the tragedy. As the sun set on a day filled with loss and anguish, the people of Bhashantek began the painful process of rebuilding, not just their homes, but their lives.